what's going to happen to close the wealth gap, Jim?
When you say my perfect world, and then you said what's going to happen, so I don't think my perfect world's going to happen.
What could happen? What would you like to see
happen?
In
the best of all worlds, what I'd like to see is the economic recovery dollars focused to communities that have three characteristics. One, that have high unemployment. I mean high unemployment. The areas that have, and when I say high, I mean disproportionate levels of unemployment. Second goes to areas that have been disproportionately targeted for these unfair and deceptive products, which means high foreclosure areas. And third, areas that have historically been underfunded in terms of their infrastructure. The reason for that is that those dollars would go to people and communities that really need those dollars. They wouldn't be channeled into savings accounts. They wouldn't be channeled back into the stock market now that some people are seeing it rising and may be thinking, oh, this is a good time to get in. It would be going to people who have little if no disposable income. When they spend those dollars come back into the economy and actually trigger more robust economic stimulus than giving it to a middle-income household that really doesn't need that $400 check or that $800 check. The second thing is, because the centerpiece of this crisis is foreclosures, channeling it to areas that have the highest foreclosures would do the most immediate positive impact of stemming the collapse of house prices, which is really what is triggering a lot of additional losses for these banks and triggering a lot more foreclosures. And then the third piece is, everyone's been talking about infrastructure. It's nice to, build another highway, a lane of highways, and paint bridges, but it would be more productive to go to these areas that have high infrastructure needs and fix those immediate infrastructure needs, like the broken street lights that make the community safe at night, like the broken sidewalks that are dangerous for children. Really getting into the sewer systems and the underground utilities and making those communities more efficient, maybe laying fiber optic cable to help bring them into the knowledge economy, really investing in a smart way, not just painting a bridge.
Making them nicer places to live.
That's correct. And I think for Asian American and Pacific Islander communities and other communities of color, I really think that we should sort of flip the strategy on its head. Many of the strategies have been very broad-based, but similarly to what Jim was saying, I agree that we should be really targeting our resources towards culturally and linguistically appropriate strategies that do target communities of color. The products that were problematic were targeted to our communities, and so now the strategies and the solutions to fix that should also be targeted to those communities. With regards to Asian American and Pacific Islander communities, oftentimes we are not considered to be a high priority community because of our statistics, basically saying that it looks like we're doing better or as well as the general population. So my perfect world would be that policymakers and decision makers had full and perfect information about how the crisis is impacting specifically Southeast Asian communities, what's happening in the Cambodian community, what's happening in the Hmong community and the Vietnamese community and the Bangladeshi community, because all of our statistics that we look at with regards to educational attainment or home ownership rates, their statistics in those communities look more similar to African American and Latinos than other Asian Americans. And so I think that those are the kinds of stories, those are the kinds of statistics that I would like to see integrated into the solutions that are created.
Okay. Lisa, Jim, thank you for your time.
Thank you.